Hey, what's up? Doing this a month late. So today, I thought it would be kind of fun and something I wanted to do for a while, and that is to rank the Smash tier lists or the Smash reveal trailers in a tier list, which is something I know other people have done, but I wanted to throw my own perspective on the whole thing as well as um, just throw my own perspective on this. So the tier list that's set up actually goes back to Brawl, but I originally wanted to do this for Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. But the Brawl section is only two characters, but we'll get that's just fine. So I guess we'll just rank those two as well. So the first one that we have is Snake. This is an easy S tier because he was the one that opened everything. Like, Smash it was no longer just strictly Nintendo characters. It could be anyone. That was where the whole thing started. Was with Snake, and I love using Snake in both Brawl and Ultimate. Love Snake. Next one that we have is Sonic. Again, this is another S tier. I remember the exact morning waking up on the Smash Dojo site and looking up the Smash Dojo and just being in complete and utter shock that that Sonic was finally in. That Sonic was the last third party character to get into Smash, and that was something that a lot of people my age or older than me at the time, they wanted to see Mario and Sonic like really duke it out, and Smash Brawl was the first one to do that. So now we actually get into the bulk of things where this is actually where I originally wanted to start this. So we have Villager first. We have Villager, and this was actually how we got linked into Smash for Wii U. Was by his reveal. It opened with him actually. I think we had a feeling that it was going to be a new Smash game, but and he was actually supposed to make it into Brawl, but they just never got around to getting him in, so they pushed it. So they pushed him to this one. So him, I'm gonna give him a B, only because he really wasn't like that interesting or anything like that. Just I love using Villager and everything, but wasn't exactly like the big character. Which is where the next one comes in, and that is Mega Man. And Mega Man was a legacy character that a lot of people have always wanted to see in Smash, ever since Snake opened the floodgates. A lot of people were very happy that E3 that Smash 4 was announced. So I'm actually going to put Mega Man in A tier. His trailer does nothing for me, but that's just because I'm not a Mega Man fan. But I can acknowledge what he is, and plus I love using him in battle. Absolutely. Next we have Wii Fit Trainer, which was Smash 4's WTF character. This character didn't do a whole lot for me in the trailer, but it was just a mere what? Why is this character here? So I'm gonna put Wii Fit Trainer in C. Love using him, but which I actually need to do that next time I play Smash. It's one of those characters that I'm good with. I just don't use super often. And now we move on to Rosalina. Now, given Mario Odyssey's success on the Wii, this character was not exactly a shock, but the trailer was actually really, really well done. But because of that, it's just going to be C tier. Again, great trailer, just a character we all kind of expected to show up. Little Mac. So Little Mac got the bump from assist trophy to a playable character. And his trailer was actually really artistic. I used to be pretty good with Little Mac, but then all of a sudden he just started getting kind of shitty, or I started getting kind of shitty with him. So, that's just my play perspective anyway. But for Little Mac, I'm gonna give his trailer a B. Again, that merely just goes on the art style that the trailer had itself. If you remember the trailer, or you can easily just look it up. So next we have Greninja. Charizard was originally supposed to be paired with him in my tier list, but as you can see, Charizard was nowhere to be found. It's just Greninja's. I love Greninja, and Game Freak and they actually took like a huge risk because they brought up the concept of Greninja before even X and Y was even released. And it turned out Greninja was actually the most popular one out of the Kalos starters. His trailer was awesome. I don't know why a lot of people were seeing Mewtwo. I never got that in the slightest. It didn't look like Mewtwo at all. So I don't know where people were getting that from. But his trailer was great, and I love using him. So Greninja for me is going to be at an A tier. I don't know why this is Mr. T as a Mii fighter, but we have the Mii fighters. That trailer was insane. We had the late Iwata and Reggie Fils-Aimé just duking it out against each other, and that's how they introduced the Miis. That trailer was amazing. So on that alone, that's an A for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Oh no. I meant to say that's an S. That's an S. The same goes with the next one, which actually revealed two characters in one. And this is Palutena. That's an easy S tier. The art style in that trailer was absolutely, absolutely, absolutely fantastic. And you're crazy to say otherwise. Plus, I love using Palutena. She's incredible. So next we have our next third-party character, and that is Pac-Man. Pac-Man is like one of the first video game characters, and if you don't think his legacy deserves him a spot in Smash, especially considering that Bandai Namco helped co-make these games, you're insane. His inclusion made way too much sense. But his trailer didn't exactly do a whole lot for me, so I'm just gonna put him in an A. He was really good. So I had these next two paired up, so I'm just gonna talk about the better one, Lucina, F. Just no. You'll learn right away from this. I am not a Fire Emblem fan in the slightest. Smash will never do anything to try and get me to play a Fire Emblem game. I refuse. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Fire Emblems in F. However, that is not the case for the next one that we have, and that is Robin. Their trailer was actually really good. I won't lie. Lucina just does nothing for me. Robin was a really nice surprise because it's the only one that... or one of the only few Fire Emblem characters that does not actually have a counter and actually uses magic instead of relying solely on like sword attacks. So I'm gonna put him at a B. His trailer was definitely what saved him, as well as his moveset for the later part. Now we get to Shulk. So the interesting about Shulk was that his reveal came a little after the ESRB leak in the Smash 4 days. So once Shulk was revealed, we all knew exactly like who else was getting in the game as far as main roster is concerned, because at the time we didn't know we were getting DLC for that game. Especially considering that the Wii U is like one of Nintendo's worst selling consoles of all time. But his trailer was great. Showed the character. I'm not a huge Xenoblade fan. I've played X. That's really the only one I've played. And I know the combat system is like X's to an extent. So, I mean, I don't like the combat for Xenoblade Chronicles, so it's not going to do anything for me. But setting that aside, I'm going to put his reveal at a B. Great trailer, just kind of a little lackluster, if I'm gonna be honest. So, like I said with the ESRB leak, we already knew who was coming, so that leaves with the next one, Bowser Jr. However, Bowser Jr. actually had an incredible reveal trailer. His was dark, menacing. It was something like if Bowser were held off until this game, I think Bowser would have had like this reveal trailer minus like the Koopaling skins. Like Lemmy, Iggy, Roy, etc. So I'm actually going to put him at an S tier. His trailer was actually really, really, really good. Duck Hunt. Now, Duck Hunt came out, I think... When was his reveal trailer? I think it was either when the 3DS version of it came out or when the Wii U version did. I don't remember exactly which one. But I know his trailer came out like when the game was already out. When people were already unlocking characters left and right, which wasn't hard to do. Because they pretty much gave you almost everyone in the 3DS version. But his trailer, like, I like the fact that they showed the retro characters, like retro Samus, retro Mario, retro Bowser. That was nice and everything. That was a cool little setup, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of his trailer, so pardon the pun, but I'm going to give him Duck Hunt for D. That was just whatever. Mewtwo. Mewtwo was the first wave of DLC, the first time we knew we were getting DLC for any kind of Smash game, and oh boy. Mewtwo was a very, very popular pick to bring back. Very happy that Mewtwo came back. His trailer was really good, and if you know anything about Smash 4's DLC trailers, they weren't like they weren't CG like the other, like Smash Ultimate's DLC trailers. They didn't have the budget for it, which I think at this time went into Ultimate's development. I could be wrong on that. I don't know that for sure. But his trailer was great. The music accompanying him is great. So I'm actually gonna put Mewtwo at an A. Mewtwo's trailer was really good. And now we have Lucas. Lucas does nothing for me, honestly. I like the Mother series, even though I've only played Earthbound. And I like using Lucas, but his trailer just didn't really do anything for me, so I'm just going to put him at a C. It was just meh. Roy. Roy was a really, really nice comeback. I was actually really, really happy to see Roy's return. I loved using him in Melee. I think a lot of people did. We all grew up with the with that Screw Attack Giga Bowser video where Roy ended up being the sole victor of Giga Bowser's Fury, if anyone remembers that video. But I was very happy for his inclusion back. I'm going to put him at a B. Ryu. Now, one thing I didn't say is that Roy, Lucas, and Ryu were actually leaked, I think the day before. And I remember when their trailers came out, I was at my brother's college graduation ceremony, waiting for that to start. It didn't fully start yet, so I was waiting for that to start, and it kind of took the wind out of the sails, like, because there wasn't a surprise for that. But you know, Ryu was actually a very crazy character at the time, because we ended up getting other characters like him in Ultimate. So I'm actually going to put Ryu at an A. His trailer was pretty well done. It showed off his moveset pretty well. Ooh, this next one. I was at work, so I didn't watch his actual reveal. I saw his announcement on Facebook, and I immediately jumped to YouTube when I had downtime at work when I worked at this pizza place. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. It was at this point, anything was there were no, it almost seemed like there were no restrictions on who could get in, because Cloud had never been on a Nintendo console, ever, minus his appearances in like the GameCube and the DS Kingdom Hearts games, but he was pretty much one of the poster boys for Sony. And the fact that Nintendo actually got Cloud instead of PlayStation with PlayStation All-Stars says a lot. So just on those merits alone in his trailer, he's an S. Like, how can I not rank him in an S? I'd be criminal, especially with that poster in the back, which is done by Tetsuya Nomura. Like, how can I not? How can I not put him at S? His reveal was fantastic. Corrin. Oh, Corrin. You should not have been in, at least in this game. Because for us in the States, Corrin's Fire Emblem game did not come out yet. And I don't know if it was this game or if it was Ultimate that said, like, yeah, no, where he said, yeah, no, after so-and-so, we're not adding any more Fire Emblem characters. I think that's Ultimate. But yeah, Corrin was like the first reveal trailer we got for like the final set of characters for Smash Wii U. But yeah, it was not a good trailer. No one. I'm pretty sure people like Rogers Base were welcoming Corrin with open arms. But no. Speaking of Rogers Base, it's the last two for Smash 4 where I actually was introduced to his channel. So, with that being said, we got Bayonetta. And at the time, this was the Smash ballot winner. Which, I'll be changing that statement the further we get down the line, but yeah, so Bayonetta was the Smash ballot winner. And her trailer was great. Like, I knew who Bayonetta was, but I never played any of her games. It wasn't up until like a couple of days before her inclusion in Smash, like before she actually got in the game herself, that I actually played the Bayonetta games for the first time after her reveal trailer. So that's why I'm excited for Bayonetta 3, if you saw my reaction video. But yeah, her trailer was really well done. Really played into, I hate angels and everything. So she was being really cheeky. Her voice actress was being very cheeky with Palutena, Dark Pit, and Pit. So with her on, not to be another pun like I did with Duck Hunt, I'm putting her at a B. Her trailer was pretty good. And now we move on to Inkling, which also gave us the notion that there was a Smash game coming to the Switch, which we all knew was happening, but we figured it was going to be like a port of the Wii U, just with Inklings involved, just because Splatoon really rose in popularity, still is super popular to this day, and there's a lot of people, myself included, that are eagerly anticipating Splatoon 3. But their trailer was actually really good. If you saw a lot of people, they were like, Smash is coming to Switch, yes, all that jazz. So with Inkling, I'm gonna put them in an A, and I love using them. Daisy's easy. F. Next. Ridley. I'll tell you this right now. Smash Ultimate gave me the roster list I've always wanted, which really says stunningly true for the final character that was put in Smash. Ridley was a character I absolutely wanted, despite the fact that at the time I didn't play a whole bunch of the Metroid games. But I knew who Ridley was, obviously, from like Brawl and all that. Loved the design of Ridley. Loved his character, especially after I found out about the lore about him. And I loved his boss fights in like the Metroid Prime games. So yeah, I've always been a fan of Ridley, and I don't have it in shot, but I'll throw a picture. I do have a Meta Ridley statue sitting right on the floor next to me, just because it's way too tall to put on this back shelf that you see here. Ridley, 1000% is an S tier trailer. Like, the memes were like crazy during Smash 4's days. Like, oh, Ridley can't get in just because he's too big. Here he is. Ridley finally got in, and we all loved it. Simon. So Simon was actually leaked a few hours early before their trailer, or before the direct for them happened. So it kind of took the wind out of the sails, but another legacy character that a lot of people wanted. So that was a really nice surprise. So I'm gonna put him at a B. And Richter was a huge surprise, but his portion of the trailer did absolutely nothing for me. You were kind of more focused on Simon. Oh, by the way, on Simon's, it was actually wild that Luigi died. And also a popular misconception, going back to Ridley for a second, people think Mario was stabbed by Ridley. No, Mega Man was stabbed by Ridley. Mario was choked out by Ridley. So I don't know where people think that Mario got stabbed by Ridley. No, he didn't. It was Mega Man. Anyway, back to Richter. Richter, I'm just going to put it a C just because, like, his portion of the trailer did absolutely nothing for me. He just saved him from Dracula, and plus he's an Echo Fighter, so, you know, whatever. Krom. Now, Krom was a Fire Emblem character that a lot of people would have said, like, oh, you know what, you're in, totally fine. We all figured you were going to be in Smash 4. We're surprised you didn't. So great to see that you're here. His reveal was kind of like that. Plus, we didn't know exactly what kind of Echo character he was. He was a very big outlier as far as Echoes are concerned. So on that note, I mean, I'm just gonna put Krom at a C. Not trying to keep alliteration going. Dark Samus. Now, Dark Samus kind of was... It was kind of teased. If you went to, like, the Smash event that took place right after E3 in, like, some small areas of major cities in the U.S., I went to one in Chicago. If you played Samus, you noticed that her Dark Samus costume from Smash 4 was gone and was replaced by some other thing. So a lot of people were speculating, is Dark Samus a character? And sure enough, yeah, Dark Samus is a character. I played the Prime games first, so I have a bit more of an attachment from the Metroid series with Dark Samus. So maybe that's just my personal bias showing. So I'm going to put Dark Samus at an A. It's technically an it. Its reveal trailer was actually really good. Here's another character that I absolutely wanted. King K. Rool. I was watching his reveal trailer live when it happened with my coworkers. And they were making fun of me because I absolutely flipped shit. Because Donkey Kong Country was my first video game that I ever played. So I had always wanted King K. Rool in Smash for the longest time. And, you know, I figured because he hadn't been in a game for like years, I don't know the specific number on that, or how many years. But I had wanted him in Smash for a long time, and because he was never in a game for years, I was just kind of losing hope. But then Smash Ultimate happened, and we were shown King K. Rool, and I lost my shit. I immediately caught all the references. I was absolutely excited. My coworkers were looking at me like I was crazy. Yeah, King K. Rool's trailer is nothing short of an S. That trailer was very, very well done and just absolutely spectacular. Isabelle, like, we had a feeling that if there was going to be another Animal Crossing character in Smash, it was going to be Isabelle, but the character was, like, the trailer was very odd. Like, you knew it was Smash, but you also didn't, and you thought it was like a new Animal Crossing announcement, which it actually was, and it ended up being the absolute smash hit known as Animal Crossing New Horizon. But up until New Horizon came out, I had no attachment to any of the Animal Crossing characters whatsoever, so I didn't care. But her trailer really didn't do a whole lot for me, so I'm just going to put Isabelle at its C. These next two. Ken. Ken came at one of the craziest times in Smash history. There was the whole Grinch League running around. I was on the side leaning that it was real. That whole Grinch League time was nuts. If you were on one side, you were getting attacked. If you were on the other side, you were getting attacked. My God, it was just absolutely nuts. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy time. But his trailer was really, really, really good. His trailer was awesome, along with the next character that I'll be talking about. Which I'm actually going to pair these two together, by the way. Their trailers were great, and a lot was riding on the character that came after Ken. So I'm going to put Ken at B, as well as Incineroar, because they both pair together. They were both in the same reveal trailer, so. Yeah, once Incineroar entered the ring, that's when, like, everyone was like, oh no, the Grinch leak was fake, and all that jazz, which the Grinch leak, still to this day, is one of the craziest and best leaks I've ever seen. It was absolute insanity. Piranha Plant. Originally, I hated his reveal trailer just because, like, why is he here? Why is this here? But this is technically Smash Ultimate's WTF character. Because based on the ones that I just talked about, Ridley, Ken, Incineroar, King K. Rool, we didn't really have like a WTF character. This was our WTF character. I'm gonna put him at a B. I love using him. His trailer was the only his DLC trailer was the only one that did not have like any special animation to it whatsoever. It was just Mario walking up to it and it's like, oh, I'm getting my ass kicked by a plant. Next we have Joker, and this reveal came right when Smash Ultimate dropped. This was our first wave of DLC, and his trailer was absolutely spectacular. His announcement was spectacular. It's nothing short of an A. I'm not a Persona person, but Jesus, that trailer was gorgeous. Hero. So I watched Hero's portion of his that direct live. I watched the Hero's portion, and I'm not a Dragon Quest person, nor will I ever be. So his trailer did nothing for me, but that doesn't mean that, like, you know, Japan didn't go absolute ape shit over him. But I do love using him. His trailer was actually really good. While it's not a character that I was hoping to get, Hero was still an actually really good trailer to get. So I'm gonna put him at a B. Banjo. Oh my god, Banjo. Banjo was an absolute character we had wanted since Melee. And I think he was originally supposed to be in Melee, but then Microsoft bought out Rare, and that's what kind of happened. And we all thought all hope was lost for Banjo, but then all these leaks and everything started coming around with Banjo, and Banjo got here. And his trailer, oh my god, that was the first of the Smash DLC trailer where I was actually like kind of shedding tears. I didn't see Banjo's reveal trailer until like I got on my lunch break and work, and his trailer was absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So I shouldn't have had to say anything, but Banjo's an S for sure. Terry Bogard. Terry is another interesting one, like Ken and Ryu, a fighting game character, and one that Sakurai actually was super happy to get in, because Terry was like one of his passion characters that he always wanted, and you could tell that during his like presentation when he was demonstrating Terry. Terry's trailer was actually really well animated. It was all SNK graphics. It was super cool. I really liked his trailer. It was awesome. So I'm gonna put him at a B. Byleth. Byleth came out at the worst possible time. I think we had already been told that like, oh, there was going to be more DLC coming along the way, or it came out. That announcement came directly after Byleth was revealed. And there were so many signs leading that Dante was going to be in, only to later find out that no, Dante got the me treatment. But setting aside that, Byleth's trailer just went on way too long. Like you already knew who it was, and the trailer just went on and on and on and on, and it was just like, okay, we get it. Fire Emblem is here. And everyone, myself included, was pissed. I was watching this live. As soon as I recognized the art style, I'm like, done. I just immediately stopped watching. And I was at work at the time, so I couldn't do a reaction for that. I didn't start doing reactions until Pyre and Mithra, which I wish I had started a little bit sooner, and we'll talk about that when we get there in just a bit. Min. So Min was kind of deflated because we were already told that the second wave of DLC was going to start with a ARMS character. We just didn't know who. But Min was kind of like the more expected one. Her and Twintel were like the ones that we expected the most. So her reveal had like the sales taken out, but her trailer was done very well. Her trailer was great. So I'm going to put her at a B. So Steve. I was originally pissed when I saw Steve was the one that got in, but half an hour after the initial sting, I was like, you know what? This is a character that actually deserves to be in. It's the most well-recognized indie game of all time. Like, it's extremely popular. Like, of course Steve deserves to be in here. And just because it's a character that doesn't resonate well with me, doesn't mean that other people would. But his reveal trailer did absolutely nothing for me. Like, I didn't really like it so much. So I'm going to put Steve at a C. Oh, remember when I said I wish I had done reveal trailers reactions early? Sephiroth. I wish I had done reveal trailers at that time, because holy shit, Sephiroth was revealed at last year's Video Game Awards, and it was like one of the first real new reveal trailers at the Game Awards that we got. After his reveal, I couldn't focus on anything, and like I immediately ran to YouTube and just watched people reactions to Sephiroth. I was insane. I was screaming. Like, Sephiroth's trailer was just, it was incredible. Plus, we also got way too much more Final Fantasy stuff, which we really needed. And also, Sephiroth's trailer was just Advent Children. That's all it was. And he choreographed it so perfectly. Plus, this is the first time we got Cloud in a CG trailer for Smash. We did not have, Cloud was not in one until this moment. Sephiroth is an easy double S. That's the highest rating I'm going, and Sephiroth deserves that. Pyra and Mithra. This is another... despite my reaction to it, this is a trailer that went on, like, pretty lengthy. Like, you kind of knew... Oh, yeah, Pyra and Mithra are coming to Smash. So... Their trailer did go on a little bit long, but it wasn't bad. I was happy for the Xenoblade fans because I think they deserved Pyra and Mithra in here for sure. But their trailer did nothing for me, so that's going to be a C. Kazuya, I really liked. Kazuya had a really cool trailer, even though like you knew right away who it was. Like they put the initial punch in like right away. You already knew who it was. But yeah, I really enjoyed his trailer. It was really good. So on that note, I'm gonna put Kazuya at a B. Kazuya's trailer was great. He was awesome. Attacking character that I'm familiar with, but I would have liked. But I think we were expecting like Heihachi or something like that. Or even, or because of the sword thing, you figured Yoshimitsu would be, but I guess not. And now we get to the final one. This day was so hectic. Even if you didn't know about the reveal, the leak, the Disney leak, this day was scary. So many people were, myself included, were sweating bullets. And I wish I had called off on this day just to do a reaction. Because I was at work. I hid away because I needed to see this. I needed to see who was in that, who the final character was. And it was the most it was the most misleading character announcement we ever saw. And like people were thinking Dark Souls. I thought it was Cinderace. I don't play Dark Souls. I thought it was Cinderace. So I was terrified. I was like, oh, okay, it's Cinderace. But then Mario threw the fireball and we saw Mickey's emblem. And it was Sora. I was jumping, screaming, and crying. His trailer was so good. And I had said this in my E3 prediction video. Sora was my most wanted character in Smash. Always has been. And Sora finally made it here. He's an easy double S, for sure. Like, Sora was the perfect note to end on. And I look forward to getting his amiibos when they're ready. So this is an extremely long video, probably the longest video I have on my channel to date, but that's my Smash tier list. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. And until next time, I will see you later. Later, Gators.